Hello, so question from a law student. What is the difference between arbitrage and arbitration? So, arbitration is about dispute resolution, arbitrage is about conducting your commercial activities in such a way that hedge against risks, for example, the risks of a product not being sold or being dropped into the ocean and being lost. To take a very simple example on arbitrage, here is a phone. The phone costs you £10 to manufacture in England. It costs you £2 to transport to Hong Kong, where you can sell it for £20. So you make £8 effectively on the sale of the phone. If you were to sell this phone in England, you'd only get £15 for it. So bearing in mind that you might not be able to sell this phone because it's a brand new device that no one's heard of, you might want to hedge that risk of non-sale against a better price in Hong Kong. You make £5 in England, the difference between 10 and 15, and you make £8 in Hong Kong, which is the difference between 20 and 12. Now, if you're even more astute than that, you may make lots of money on the phone in Hong Kong, and when the Hong Kong dollar is significantly stronger than the pound, you will then send all your money back to the UK, buy more phones than you otherwise would be able to, or manufacture more phones than you otherwise would be able to, because you've now got more money coming back to you on the favourable exchange rate, and then send those back across to Hong Kong when the pound is much, much stronger than the Hong Kong dollar. So allowing you to send more phones over to be sold, and that foreign exchange benefit could be used to effectively enhance the profits and saleability of the goods across the border. So that is effectively arbitrage. Arbitration is a system of dispute resolution where two or more parties have a contractual dispute, for example, and they don't want to go to court proceedings because courts are genuinely badly economically managed and they have significant delays. And you manage to get a decent arbitration institution with a sensible arbitrator who manages your case in such a way that over a year and a half you can come to the end of a multi-million-pound claim. So you go down and you argue it out against your opponent, and you have a private arbitrator that's appointed, or a panel of 3 arbitrators, a neutral arbitrator and one from each side, and they decide your dispute for you. And the advantages of this are that if you have a set time frame as opposed to public court litigation, you can manage your cash flow and the impact that the dispute resolution has on your cash flow and business. More importantly than that, a arbitration process, certainly one governed by English law, is implicitly private, so neither party can talk about it in the public domain. If they try to, you could get an injunction from the English High Court that stops them from doing so. So arbitration is a system of dispute resolution. Arbitrage is something very, very different. It's a system of hedging some sort of risk against some sort of commercial risk in such a way that your profits are more likely to be protected than they otherwise would be. I'm sorry for being very quick there, but if there are any further questions, I'd be more than delighted to take them. Please do send them over to me and we can have a chat, and if you want to know even more, then we can even have a little WhatsApp or Skype chat on it. Particularly if you've got exams, you might want to throw some questions at me, and I always learn from other people's questions, so I'll be delighted to receive those. Thank you very much.